great game also today as first team of players. It was good rallies, long rallies, and entertaining volleyball. Of course, I'm disappointed that we didn't get any points. But as total result for the weekend for us was good. 2 points and 1 victory.
Really?
From the US is a big thing for us, and I'm really satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, tonight I think we came out a much stronger team than we did last time. We came out pretty flat, and we talked about last night, so we need to play with more emotion, and I think our team did a great job of that. I think there was a lot more chit-chatter across the net between players and coaches, so we kind of fired some of this up, and I want to say they did a finished team. They put on a great show, a lot of defense, a lot of great rallies. It was great for us to get a win. It's one step closer for us to win the final 6. And obviously last night was a step in the wrong direction, but I think the men responded and came out with the right kind of play that USA Volleyball stands for. We talked about it after the match as a group. Yeah, and individually I think the players want to get together too and kind of discuss what went on. But yeah, I think after the match, Alan came to us and said, yeah, we have to come out with a lot more emotion, a lot more fire, and play with some more passion. And I think we did that. Show that we played on that.
I am really satisfied about what I saw from my team. We played for some reason also better than yesterday. And I have to thank my players because it was not easy for us to come today to play with the same attitude in this way. We were really great. Just we didn't know that it was necessary today to score 28 or 29 points per set. We didn't know this. This is my 52nd match in World League, 5th World League in a row. I can challenge you if you can find it once when I was speaking about the referee in my 52 press conferences. Well, I think that tonight too much is too much. And I'm just sorry because we didn't deserve this. We have played a great match. I'm satisfied with the attitude of what we show on the court, the passion, the quality, defense, technique, attack, anything. Just we didn't know that it was today we need to score 28 points per set.
On our side of the net tonight was what we talked a lot about. We were trying to be real concerned with how the things that we could control, and a lot of that was the mindset of how we were going to start the match and how we were going to prepare all the way through sets. I thought the guys came out and were mindful of that, and they tried to be aggressive to start the match within our game plan without going for broke. I think it's okay sometimes to show emotion as long as it's directed at our guys and we're using it in a positive direction or a positive a way of expressing ourselves to benefit our team, and I thought our guys tried to do that. I think there's times that so far in World League that we just haven't really got into that mode, that we were fully invested emotionally, physically, intellectually sometimes into the match. And I thought the guys did a really good job with that tonight. And I think because of that, when we lost Reed Pretty in the second set, we were able to deal with the adversity of that throughout the match a little easier than we would have maybe last night. So the big area for us tonight, the improvement, I thought was our transition. We got good swings in transition. I thought our left side hitters did a much better job with their swings of what they tried to do with it, and obviously the numbers showed that. Yeah, I thought Russell Holmes had a really nice match. He's very underrated. No one really sees him. He does a good job in our gym, and he hit 800 tonight, blocked some crucial balls. And anytime you sub a player in off the bench, and they immediately respond with a block or a good serve, if that's what they're doing, then you like that. And obviously Max came in and got a big stuff at a crucial time. Well, we had kind of the same attention to him as we had last night. We did a better job of handling it. Obviously, we saw him. He hasn't been playing opposite. He played left side against us the last time we played him. So I think we had a better idea. of how to handle it, but we didn't really change what we were trying to do. I think we just executed better tonight. And maybe he didn't have the same match as he had last night. It was really going his way. He had it going, and maybe it was a combination of both. Yeah, he had he tweaked his hamstring a little bit, or his quad, I believe. I think it was his quad, just a little bit. And we're at the point where enjoying just getting Reed back, so we don't want to lose him for a long time. So I was pretty cautious with him, and we just don't want to turn it into something long term. Okay. So it wasn't anything to do with his play.
Okay.
He hasn't played very much for us since I've been coaching. I don't want to take him out. Of course I am. I think it's a tall order to replace Reed, and Matt did a nice job right from the opening bell of hitting the bic for us. I thought we had a much better presence in the area 6, and both those guys can do that. And their adjustments throughout the match to take really good high ball swings was a big difference for us tonight. Last night we hit in the low 100s in transition, and tonight we hit 320 in transition, a much better number. There's definitely some things. We got some interchangeable parts going on right now, and you can tell that we're not really that comfortable yet in all situations passing the ball. But I thought we adapted faster tonight to how we were going to adjust to different serves, especially since we started with Reed in one and then next to the setter, and then Matt was away from the setter, and then Paul went in, and then we flipped the outside, so we kept giving our libero different looks all the time. But I give Rich Lamborn a lot of credit tonight because he did a really good job of quickly addressing whatever issue we had, and we fixed it. It didn't turn into a long run. It was maybe a point or two, but we didn't see those 3, 4, 5-point runs that maybe we saw a little bit last night. Ryan Millar played most of the beginning of World League with us, and he's at home with his wife who's expecting their second child. So, and Russell did a great job, but to be honest with you, Russell played tonight like he plays every day in our gym. He just hasn't had an opportunity, and he made the most of it tonight.
And you have a third guy, number
17, Max Holt. Yeah.
And but he's very, very young, right?
Very young, very athletic, and but we're very pleased with both of those middles. And I think that they can provide a lot of depth for us, and I think that as the quad goes on, they have plenty of ability to play for us, not just be a backup.
Okay.
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think the Pan American Cup team did a great job. We had a nice training block with them before they went down there, and both the setters that were with that group, Tyler Hildebrand and Brian Thornton, did a tremendous job keeping the offense fast. And Tyler was with us here tonight, actually. Jason Jablonski, who ended up the tournament's MVP, is on our World League roster and is with us. And I think Robert Tarr did a real nice job down there. So yeah, that's a talented team. And the nice thing about that team, I think, for us this year was in a lot of years past, because of the timing in our volleyball calendar, a lot of those kids that we put on that team are coming from university and they have no training time together. And this time we had about 2 weeks to train with them. And I think that really helped them be a little more cohesive when they got down there.
Okay, did you start training the early May?
Yeah, they trained May 15th to May when did they report? It must have been the second week of May. They trained about 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and but that's significantly longer than most of the time we have with those teams. Big concern for us right now about the Russians is we have Egypt first. You know,
I know.
Egypt went 5 with Russia, and they're good. They took us to 4. So I have a good idea about Russia because we've played them. And so we have an idea in our mind of some things we would like to do and what we're going to have to do to be successful against them. But I haven't invested a lot of time, especially since we lost last night. We spent a lot of time worrying about Finland. And we'll see what roster we end up with going to Egypt, because it could be different. You don't know with the way it's been for us in pool play. But Russia's had a really good pool so far. They've only dropped a point. And they're big. I didn't think they could get bigger, but they did.
Oh yeah, and Mikhailov was impressive.
Yeah, Mikhailov's doing a good job, and Mazursky, their new 7-4 middle, is obviously big. So they're a talented team. They played really well against us when we were in Russia. The best thing that we can do to play Russia is continue to worry about what we're doing against Egypt and continue to be as insistent as we possibly can, clean up some of our serve-receive issues, and try to continually maybe work towards finding more of a set lineup so that when we go into those matches, we're not searching, and we can actually throw everything we have at them. But I can't stress enough the way this pool's played out. The most important thing for us is Egypt. It was great tonight. He's getting better and better each time he gets an opportunity to play. He was better from his North Carolina match. From one night to the next, he was better tonight than he was last night. And it was tonight. I was just really happy to see Kevin be Kevin tonight, where he was showing his emotion in a positive way to our team. He was fully invested. He set some balls from off the net to our quicks. He went against the flow. He set a lot of area 6 to our big. And I thought he did a great job. He wasn't real conservative tonight. He was being the Kevin that we've all seen. It's no surprise. I'm just glad for Kevin's sake, because I think he's been putting a lot of pressure on himself to be perfect. And tonight I think he was just more relaxed and he's had a great match. Oh, we don't know what it holds. It all depends on our health of our lineup, who we have. But right now, I have no problem with Kevin Henson being our starting center. I have all the faith in Kevin. I have no problem with him being our starting center. It was the most disappointing match I've ever been involved in with USA Volleyball. As far as just how we approached it, the way we played, and probably some of the things that happened leading up to it, as far as not having the team that we envisioned that we would have when we put the roster together. But that being said, it's a long summer, and it's about how you respond. And our guys have responded admirably every single weekend. And maybe last night wasn't good for us because we lost the match. We lost some points.
Yeah.
But tonight, regardless of how the numbers or tactics, we played like a team that wanted to respond and wanted to play with some resolve and had something to show. And for that, I'm just really proud of the guys, how they responded within 24 hours, because it wasn't anything we did in our practice gym. That was a gut check by our guys.